And the stage part it's section 2, or I should say subsection 2.7.3. And it's a sage code that relates to a problem in the problem set. So, I'm just, kind of blindly typing in code. But my concern over here is it seems like it's rather repetitious. They keep having me solve equations. And in the past, we've had pretty good success with that. We've been solving equations and inequalities with little to no trouble. All right. Now, this one here, I want to point out, is going to give me some trouble over here. And the point of this is, I'm not going to claim to be an expert in Sage. I'm not. I really don't use it. Um, but certainly I would encourage that all students think about moving forward into a career involving applied mathematics would look into using a computer algebra system. And it says it's equal to 1. All right. Now, certainly I can display equation 1. But again, I see it. I know what it says. But what do I really want to do? I want to solve that. And we did this before. I'll go back over the notes and show you this. But again, I want to claim that I'm no expert in Sage. So over here, I would say to myself, my God, they gave me back the same statement that I asked it. It's like when you ask someone a question, you say to someone, where is the bathroom? And then they look back at you and say, where is the bathroom? That kind of it's very peculiar. Basically, it's just they're mimicking what you just asked them. They're not telling you what the answer is. You're just mimicking you. And that's all this does over here. It mimics me. So I'm going to say Sage, for some reason, at least the command I'm using over here, is having a tough time with this. All right, so what I want to do is I want to talk about, that's going to happen to you a lot in Sage, by the way. Now, you don't know everything that's available to you in Sage, but right now you know what is available. This solve command is really not doing anything for you. So I'm going to go back over it. And this is where your ability to reason really is important. And that's what we talked about this system over here. And I should say system by equation. It says find the sum of all solutions of the equation. And we went through that. All right. So how did I do that? It required reasoning skills. And that's all we did. What are the reasoning skills? Something that obviously the solve command does not possess at this point. Right now, someone says, is there another command Sage has that would solve this problem the way you do it by hand? And my claim is, yes, Sage probably has some subroutine that would actually solve that problem. All right. I'm not sure what it is, though. And certainly, I guess you could go onto the Sage forums and ask about it, or you could simply go to the Sage manual and start looking for, things like this and see if you could do that. All right. It's tough, though. Here's the deal, though. When you're doing these things over here, I don't think Sage is an appropriate response. Now, someone says, why'd you do this problem then? To show you, you're going to be frustrated sometimes by asking Sage questions. That's when you go back to the reasoning department. Try to re-reason the problem. And there's many things you could be doing. I want to point out some of the things you could be doing over here is just, maybe just thinking about a different way to express the problem. Maybe by plotting it and seeing when it equals 1. Maybe by looking for the roots problem by graphing it. Yada, yada, yada. There's a variety of ways you could do that. All right, variety. We're just trying to say you're not going to be successful every time you try Sage. You're going to have to play around with it. There's no doubt about it. Thank you for paying attention.